Good morning. Welcome back to Mr. Hall's Storytime. It's been a little while. Hope you've had a lovely Easter and are looking forward to getting back into routine. I definitely am. What we're going to do, because we finished the twits last time, is we're going to start by reading a book which we started but never finished. So I'm going to start from the beginning again, and it's called The Shrimp by Emily Smith, and it's one of the 100 reads, so we can tick one of those off as well. I'm going to read the blurb to start off with, and then we'll get into the story and back into Mr. Hall's story time, which is very exciting. This is the blurb. Ben's new teacher said, yes, schoolwork in the summer holidays. Everyone in the class is horrified at first. But when they find out that the projects are going to be judged by a famous TV wildlife presenter, it doesn't seem so bad. Ben spends the holidays with his nose in the sand and bottom in the air. It's not because he's shy, though some of his classmates do call him Shrimp. It's because he's got a very special idea for his wildlife project. You might want to have a look up what a shrimp is if you're not sure as well. Right, let's get going. So the shrimp, what is going to happen? You might start remembering things as we go through. So chapter 1. There you go, there's the character, and he's by the sea searching. Ben Shrimpton, also known as Shrimp, walked along the beach. He was looking for shells. It had all started when he found an orange shell near his sandcastle. A bit further on he found a pink one. Suddenly he was searching, really searching. He found more shells. There you go, so you can see what he's looking for now. Different colours, different shapes, and just as he was thinking he really must turn back, he found it. It was a new shell, round and delicate. When he picked it up, it shone with all the colours of the rainbow. And something in Ben Shrimpton went zing! There you go, there's his new shell. Straight on to, quite short chapters, straight on to chapter 2. Okay, Ben Shrimpton, also known as Shrimp, looked carefully at Miss Freeman. After all, she was important. She'd be teaching his class in September. He hoped she wasn't going to be a shouter. She didn't look like a shouter. She had a green stripe through her hair. Somehow he felt that people with green stripy hair wouldn't go for shouting. There you go. There's Miss Freeman. See the children in the background. Suddenly he started listening to what she was saying. That made him sit up. Wow, Miss Freeman was talking. Yes, Miss Freeman was talking about school. A school project in the holidays. Schoolwork in the summer holidays? Ben glanced around the room. Everyone else seemed aghast too. It was an aghast class, no doubt about it. Some people were frowning. Some were goggling. Some had their mouths open. There's the class's reaction. I wonder what your reaction would be if you had to do homework throughout the summer holidays. Ben waited for someone to say something. He never spoke in class unless he had to. Perhaps that was why they called him Shrimp. That and his size. It was Kate Askew who spoke up, or rather burst out. In the holidays? She cried. But we never have homework in the holidays. Miss Freeman smiled. It's not homework, she said. Well, it sounds like homework, said Kate. A lot like homework, said someone else. Well, it's not, said Miss Freeman. You only have to do it if you want to. Everyone seemed to cheer up at that. And of course, Miss Freeman went on, you choose your own wildlife project. Ah, thought Ben, a wildlife project. He started chewing his pencil. What, anything? Someone said. Miss Freeman spread her hands. Anything. Birds, flowers, grasses, trees, insects, pond life, anything, just as long as it's wild. Ben took the pencil out of his mouth and did the most un-shrimp-like thing. He asked a question. Are shells wild? A little laugh ran round the class. Ben felt his face flush. He heard Colin Oakley whisper, Way to go, Shrimp. Miss Freeman turned her green-striped head and looked at Ben. Shells? Yes, the seashore is a fascinating habitat. She gave a thumbs-up sign. Good idea. Ben put the pencil back into his mouth. He thought he was going to like Miss Freeman. Miss Freeman piled some stuff on the table. I've brought along some books and magazines to help you. They've got some great ideas. She looked round the class. Have you ever thought of comparing spiders' webs, for instance? Yeah, that's Ben asking a question. Miss Freeman. Yeah. Several people were still grumbling. But Miss Freeman, I don't see... How can we? And next term, Miss Freeman went on, we'll set everything out for Ray Hatcher. There was silence. The TV Ray Hatcher, said Kate. Miss Freeman nodded. He's a friend of mine. Wow, said someone. Cool. Dr. Hatcher will give a talk on the rainforests. A gleam came into Miss Freeman's eye. But I'd like us to have something to show him. There was silence. He's going to judge the projects and choose a two he likes best. And then, Miss Freeman paused, with a smile on her lips, he'll take the winners on a field trip. To be filmed as part of his new series. Someone gasped. Kate put her hand up. Would it be okay if you left those books here for a bit? Now on to chapter 3. Wonder what they're going to be talking about. At break, everyone seemed to be talking at once. Fancy Miss Freeman knowing Ray Hatcher. Fancy Ray Hatcher knowing Miss Freeman. Remember this scary thing on bugs? Remember? I can't forget. Did you see him and that polar bear? We hoped the bear would eat him. I would so like to win that competition. I would so like to go on a field trip. I would so like to be on telly. I might do a project. I'll probably do a project. I'm definitely going to do a project. I'm going to do this thing with snowdrops, said Spike Riley. Kate looked thoughtful. I'm going to do birds. Birds? Said Ben. Kate nodded. I know a bit about birds. Do you go bird watching? Sure. At first it was just to get to see my dad, and now I'm into them myself. It's great, this snowdrop thing, Spike said. Ben looked at Kate. Suddenly he saw her in a new light. Ben nodded. I like birds too, but it's shells I'm really keen on. Yeah, right, said Kate. They don't fly away. Well, there's that, said Ben, but it's also that they're interesting and different. He broke off. Someone had come up. On about his shells, is he? Said Colin. Ben nodded. Colin gave a laugh. Shells. Very suitable for a shrimp. It's Colin speaking to Ben. Ben said nothing. Colin always called him shrimp. In fact, he was the one who started it. You need ink for this snowdrop thing, said Spike. So what about you, Colin? Asked Kate. Are you doing a project? Colin pursed his lips. Do you know what I'm going to do? They shook their heads. Zilch. Oh, said Ben. Do you know what zilch is, shrimp? No, said Ben. Perhaps zilch was a type of seaweed, or maybe some sort of frog spawn? Well, I'll tell you, said Colin. It means nothing. 0, nil. I see, said Kate. So you're not going to do the project? Colin gave a snort. A wildlife project in the holidays? Give me a break. Ben and Kate looked at each other when he was gone. Kate shrugged. That is so Colin. Ben nodded. It was so Colin. Well, no one's to pinch my snowdrop idea, said Spike. Kate rounded on him. You don't get snowdrops in summer. You great Nana. Oh, said Spike. And we're going to chapter 4 tomorrow. Have a think what you think's going to happen next. Some of you might remember little bits. But yeah, think about what's going to happen in the story and how can you make a story out of projects in the summer. Something must happen. I wonder what it would be. Okay, thank you for listening to Mr. Storytime, and it's lovely to be back. Hope you're all enjoying the weather today. Do make sure you get outside, get some fresh air, and do stay safe. Okay, bye.